Okay, good morning, everyone. So the model numbers have been published as well. It took a little bit of time because usually when there's like a level 4 or whatever, I just have to go through the numbers and make sure they're correct. Okay. So a couple of things you notice different on my chart. Level 1 bullish. We color coded them instead of using them as the same color. They're now green. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Uh, the blue lines here are the gamma levels. Okay, so just FYI on that front. Now, one thing happening today is I noticed that first of all, the put premiums are very expensive. Okay, so if you guys read the War Room notes, I kind of talked about this earlier. These put premiums are still overpriced, and that suggests that there may be a covering rally that's going to happen. Now, if that is true, we may see a surge in techs and a surge in banks. So you really want to keep an eye on those two indexes for today. Pretty much the banks, they're moving off of the like a potential covering rally because they've been the weakness in the market. So if the SPX moves based off that, you want to keep an eye off the 440 4430 call here. Pretty expensive, going for around $7, I believe here. But they really jack these premiums. Oh, the SPX is flying here. Okay, so we're starting to see SPX now at 4420. I noticed Amazon also moving the market as well. So I predicted that the market may move higher today, and we may see a strong push. So if you got the weekly call premiums here, they're in the green here. Okay, so the 4400 puts that we've seen here had a high of 22. Did not break above here. And let's go back to the market sentiment report, where we kind of mentioned a little bit about the premiums here. Okay, so let me see if it's in here. Oh, that's okay. I didn't go over the call premium. Let me pull that report, just so we know exactly about the numbers here. That's okay. So while I look into that here, okay. So I mentioned in the market sentiment report that the 4400 put has a hard point at around 20, and that looks like it's around the high of the day here too. Okay, so this may be the possible bottom based on my analysis of the weekly put premiums here. So watch to see if the 4520 call gets above 1 today. If so, we may really rip, and these calls can go. And Friday may be also another covering rally that may happen. Okay, and the one another reason that may fuel the rally as well is strengthen overall semiconductors. Okay, so nvda also got another upgrade, as you guys already know. It's up around close to 0.8%, almost 1%. It's higher. So every time nvda is green, it's definitely the leader of the pack, and it moves the markets here. Okay, so that is one thing to note here as well. So the Nasdaq is now in the green, and so is the Dow. Okay, it could be a potential covering rally today, but we have to see if we break through that first 4430 level that I mentioned as well. And interestingly enough, I mentioned yesterday in the room that it's possible that SPX may rip to 4430. And the only reason why I said that is because I was analyzing the weekly call premiums, and pretty much trended during that time. Okay, so overnight the futures were looking pretty bad. We were probably at a low of 4390. Sorry, 4395. I seen it as a low, and that was level 4 bearish. So that this 4395, for yesterday, if you guys recall, that was our level 4 bearish, and we've seen that happen pre-market and the global financial market sink. Today, that could possibly be the potential bottom, and we may see a surge. So I'm more optimistic towards the downside here. I'm still gonna hold my Tesla puts and Snow puts in case if the market does move lower. And I'm gonna hold those pretty much as a lotto for now, because Snow and Tesla pretty much are on the critical levels here. We can watch that as well and see how that works. Okay, so for today, pretty much things you want to keep an eye out for is after close, there's AMAT earnings. Okay, so Applied Materials earnings, and I think KLAC. So two semiconductor stock earnings today happening near close, so that will definitely move the market. And we also got unemployment claims that came out earlier, slightly lower than expected. Could be the possible reason why SPX popped here earlier. And tomorrow retail sales. So no real economic event. The main thing here is that we have the earnings for the semiconductor space. Okay, so pretty much next week looks like more of a global event. We have some FOMC members speaking on Tuesday. Not much happening here. The next week is also NVIDIA's earnings, so it's going to be more about the earnings for next week, and we're going to keep an eye on that as well too. For after the fact, we got Core PC near the end of the month, and pretty much we're just chilling right now. Okay, so just take it easy on the call premiums. SPX, we nailed it yesterday. All these multiple 100 to 200% trades that we call out, and we could potentially get those again happening today, depending on if SPX hits our inflection zone. Okay, so keep an eye on those numbers. Make sure you write them down, because if we do get through this level 2 bullish today, it's very likely that we can probably get through 4450. 4450 was yesterday's high of the day. We didn't break through that gamma level, so these gamma levels, if you get through it again, it can possibly cause a surge, and we could see 4475. The next gap fill, if we get through that, then very likely that we're going to see 4400. So sorry, 4500. That's level 4 bullish today, and that can happen on a covering rally. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Very possible we can see this happen today, and I'm more optimistic on the upside today based on the following reasons. Okay, so let's see what happens. That's pretty much what I see today, and I want to double check my numbers. That's why I kind of delayed the morning call, but it does make sense, and we do see that as well. Even Amazon is surging today. Not sure if there's news on this, but this stock's moving higher here. Okay, so a lot of stocks are starting to push higher. So that is one reason where we could see the market move really high today as well. When I'm looking at the overall gammas here, I noticed that there's a little bit of a kink on the 4425. So this area may be a little bit turbulent, but if it does get through, it is possible to see that really strong after these levels here. Okay, so around here the put gammas are getting a little shaky. Around here, the call gammas are really shaky, and that's under 4400. So we could probably see 4475, close to 4500 happen today. So just keep an eye out for that. Okay, so you can see this over here, pretty much strong support, and we may see 4450. So this 4425 strong area of resistance, but if we get through, then we can pretty much fly all day. Okay, so that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoy the call. See you in the chat, and let's get that money.